Hello, my friends. In addition to millions of cattle of popular breeds such as Angus, Hereford, Holstein, or Nguni, currently many cattle farms in the United States and some African countries also raise longhorn cattle for the purpose of harvesting meat, milk, or raising for conservation. In recent years, the most famous longhorn cattle breeds can be mentioned as the Angola cattle or Texas Longhorn. In addition, the English Longhorn is also a well-known and popular longhorn horned cattle breed in the north of the United Kingdom. From the Great Plains of the United States to the tribal lands of Africa, longhorn cattle symbolize resilience, great adaptability, and timeless beauty. Currently, we are located in the western region of Uganda, where the largest concentration of Angola longhorn cattle ranchers are in Africa. Like most other livestock lands in the world, each morning, these Angola longhorn cattle are released from the barn and go into the pastures to feed freely. It is estimated that there are currently nearly 7.3 million Angola cattle raised in Africa, mainly distributed in East Africa, especially in countries such as Uganda, Rwanda, or Kenya. These cattle are of cultural and economic importance. According to the grazing habits of farmers in East Africa, herds of dozens or even hundreds of individuals usually graze pastures up to 3 miles from the farm. This practice helps farmers easily control their livestock. Another reason why herdsmen and their herds don't have to travel too far is the abundance and availability of natural food sources in this area. The Angola longhorn cattle is a culturally well-loved breed in Africa. However, it is not the continent's most popular cattle breed. For decades, the Zebu has always been the most popular cattle breed raised in Africa. It is estimated that there may be more than 300 million Zebu cattle in Africa. Longhorn cattle are common only in East Africa, and their name comes from the Ankle people, an ethnic group living mainly in the western regions of Uganda and parts of Rwanda. On average, an adult male Angola longhorn usually weighs around 1,100 pounds, while the average weight of a female is only around 800 pounds. Compared to Angus cattle raised in the United States, the weight of Angola longhorn cattle is about 30% lighter. In the grazing pastures of Uganda, farmers often store water for their livestock by building rainwater tanks or digging small canals to channel water. In the late afternoon, when the sun has gradually set, the ankle herds are herded into the barn to rest. Because there are no predators around these farms, the construction of the barn is done rather simply, often without a roof. Most herders here just need a place to gather their herds close to where they live. About every 3 days, farmers will burn straw or other materials to create smoke in the barn to control insects and other parasites. Additionally, they say this helps reduce the stress of animals in tight conditions. When the Ankle Longhorn cattle are eligible for meat production, they are taken to cattle markets and then sold to slaughterhouses. It is estimated that 2.7 million Ankle Longhorn cattle are slaughtered each year for their meat, with more than 60% of these cattle raised in the western regions of Uganda. In addition to their practical uses, the Ankle Longhorn cattle hold significant cultural importance in many communities. The cattle are often featured in local ceremonies and rituals, symbolizing wealth and social status. Their striking appearance with their long, curved horns also makes them a source of pride for the herders who raise them. We now say goodbye to the plains of Africa and move to several states in the United States to see how farmers here raise tens of thousands of Texas Longhorn cattle. According to USDA statistics, by the end of 2022, there were about 273,000 Texas Longhorn cattle being raised in the United States. And of course, many of these cattle are raised on farms in, you guessed it, Texas. Like many other cattle breeds raised in the United States, Texas Longhorn cattle are raised for their meat and crossbreeding. However, the most striking feature this Longhorn cattle breed brings to America is its historical and cultural significance. Many ranches in the United States claim that they often raise Texas Longhorn cattle to preserve and honor the heritage of the American West. Additionally, these Longhorn cattle serve as a symbol of the frontier era. Only about 45,000 Texas Longhorn cattle are slaughtered in the United States each year, and meat extraction is only performed on mature cattle. All calves of this breed are kept until they are at least 18 months old. Currently, the ranch with the most Texas Longhorn cattle is a ranch in Hill County, Central Texas. This ranch has about 420 Longhorn cattle, and each year between 100 and 130 of these Texas Longhorns are sold for meat production and for entertainment or exhibition purposes. In addition to their practical uses, Texas Longhorns are often featured in rodeos and other cultural events, where their impressive horns and historical significance are showcased. The cattle are also a popular subject in Western art and literature, symbolizing the rugged individualism and pioneering spirit of the American West. The role of Texas Longhorn cattle in conservation is also noteworthy. Efforts to preserve the breed have led to the establishment of various organizations and associations dedicated to maintaining the genetic diversity and historical lineage of Texas Longhorns. These conservation efforts ensure that future generations can continue to appreciate the unique characteristics and historical importance of this iconic breed. Which breed of Longhorn cattle are you most impressed with? Let me know what you think in the comments section of the video.